up and sit down.
Hello folks, Colin here, Festa 67's Workshop, and welcome to issue number 43 of Build the Legendary Cyborg RoboCop. Yes folks, that iconic man in his metal suit from the wonderful movie trilogy back in the 80s. This is brought to you by the folks at Fanhome. Now, if you'd like to grab one of these, folks, click the link just along here. Pop. That will take you to their website, and you can take out a subscription for this wonderful 1/3 scale Partwork, folks. So let's have a quick scoop through the magazine. RoboCop in pieces there, prosthetics for a damaged cyborg. He's looking rather in bits there, folks. But again, it's just memories we've got of the movies, classics of their time. Here's some more blurb and details on how RoboCop was assembled. There's some data files there for you so that you can have a read up on little bits and pieces about the man, the machine, and all of that, how the film was made. This is what we've got today. This is the right thigh, section 8. Continuing with the assembly of the right inner thigh compartment by fitting the first parts of the opening mechanism. Yes, it's all hinged. It all opens up to reveal the concealed weapon in his right thigh there. And this is how we're putting it all together with all the latches, springs, and little bits and bobs that make this opening mechanism work. So you're going to need your upper thigh section that we've been working on recently, which I've got just to the left of there. So you're going to need this. And this section here is going right the way along the front there, and it all locks this in place. So you'll see at the moment I've got it wedged in place on the pin at the bottom, but it all folds back on itself and opens, and that'll expose all of this. So you'll need this component from your previous build sessions, folks, okay? I'll just put that back for the moment. Got highly detailed descriptions on what we need, what parts you need. So lay out all your parts so that it helps you. Use this as a reference if you want, and just spread the parts on the bench like I do, and then you can reach over and grab them. Perfect for that. Here you're taking the final assembly that we've just shown you from the previous issue, and we're building up all of these different parts now and putting it together so that this will then fit on the section of the leg that we've been showing you. Okay, so this goes in the black mechanism that we showed just now. So have that piece ready, and this will then show you what it looks like on your RoboCop. Backstab, the adaptable worker. This is a robot. Pardon me. This is a robot been built, and yeah, he's got his own little personality going on, and he's integrated into the production line in the workplace, folks. So yeah, it just goes to show you, doesn't it, how things have changed. 3D food printing. That's unusual, isn't it, folks? But yeah, there you go. And this is an artist representation of a 3D food printer. It's like trying to bring taste into the printable foodstuffs that can be used to print, and it'll, yeah, I don't know whether that's a thing. Would you eat a 3D printed meal, folks? Yeah, makes you wonder, doesn't it? But I love 3D printing. I 3D print myself, and it's a wonderful technology. But you've got food dyes and sweet materials and that you could print with. So I can see it being feasible, but at high production rates, I'm not too sure. And then obviously different ways that they're doing and trying to create and confectionery there. So yeah, it's one of them. I think it could be developed. Would I be comfortable with it myself? I'm not sure, and I don't think it'll happen in my lifetime. So that's the magazine done, folks. So let's just flip back to the beginning, get all our parts laid out and start a bit of assembly, shall we? If you notice there, folks, I've laid my parts out on the bench exactly how they appear in this section there. It just helps you lay out your parts so that you know you're getting the right components. Now on these two, as you can see, these parts look really similar, and you might get the wrong one in the right place, but if you look carefully at the rectangle, this one is slightly smaller from that point to this point. Okay, so that one's number 43 and the larger one is number 43B, and you can identify that by the number. This one's got a number 2 written on it, so that is a 43B, and then the one with the number 1 is 43D. Right, let's have a looky-loo at what we've got. This is the outer shell there for his thigh. That's going to fit down the front of the leg, folks. So it says position the rear rail 43B, top one, on the inside face of 43A cover, and secure it with 2 BP screws. So we're going right down the top there like that, okay? And we want BP screws. So let's just test fit one of them. Make sure I've got the right screwdriver tip in. Next one down, mate. So let's just reduce that down the size. Like so. Yeah, much better. So we want one of them screws. I've got a bit of oil on it. We're going into plastic, folks. So don't over tighten these, because you will regret it. So let's just press that in with my thumb. When I spin it upside down, just so that I can hold the component with the tip of my left thumb whilst I put the first screw in. Okay. And then just put the first screw in, and the oil will help that just ease into the plastic a lot smoother. Now, I've not fully tightened it because I don't want to put one side under the tension, and then when I screw it, it's skew whiffed. So quickly grab your next screw, and you'll do the same there. You'll put a little bit of oil on it, and then you'll screw this one down, and just keep going backwards and forwards until we get it nice and level, because obviously this latching assembly needs to be quite accurate. Okay, so just rest that in there, send that home. You'll feel the screw head touch the surface, stop. Go back to the next one, and then fully tighten that. Feel a resistance, and then just give it a little nip. Like that. And that component is now firmly in place. Okay? Next one we want is the middle rear rail, which is 43C, which is this. Okay? There's a little peg just on the corner there that latches into this little hole there. Okay? So just do a little dry fit. Make sure that's the one, which it is. And that again needs a BP screw. So grab your screw, a little bit of oil, like so. And then we can line that up in place. So I'm just going to do it upside down again. Peg's gone in there. 1 screw for this middle piece, folks. You could use the piece that you just put in as a place to rest your finger if you choose to do so. There you go. Little resistance fit, little nip. That's now in place. Beautiful. And that will now only leave the lower peg. Similar process with the 2 BP screws, folks. So we'll get that fitted. Same as the top one there. And this is the shorter rectangle piece that is going on the bottom there, folks. Okay? Because obviously the thigh tapers. So, yeah. So we'll just do the same with that. Use my knuckle as a bit of a guide. Like so. Same as I did there. Don't fully tighten it until I've got this one in so that I can square it off. Just works for me. And you can do this on your RoboCop as well, folks, if you want. Just helps you with the installation. Just hold the piece up with your knuckle there. Guide the screw in, and then I can now spin it round so that you can see. We can tighten that up. Again, just as you get to the face there, just a slight nip at the moment till we get the second one in. And then you can go back and home that screw fully down. Just like that. And they're all on there. Beautiful. Okay. Next up, we've got the 2 springs. Slide them over these long pegs, like so. Top and bottom. They're quite a little friction fit there. They will stay in place. And then we could turn the page quickly. And we could start assembling that on that back plate. So let's just pop the leg in and open that up from the previous issue, like so. And this is the part we're working with. You can put the rest of your leg to one side for the moment. And this is what we're attaching it to. So turn it round, like so. So let's just line this up and see where we're going. So they're almost going like this across the way, okay? So they'll be sat something like that. And you can already see how this mechanism is going to work. It slides like so, okay? So that's what we're looking at. And then you're going to have the 2 little plastic brackets that go across these, that these then go into, okay? So it says, just check that they fit in the grooves as indicated on the other side of the assembly part. 42B fits into the tube at the top of 43A. There you go. So it fits into the tube like so, okay? I'll just drop that off so that you can see what I mean. When you turn this round, you've got this protrusion spike, and that goes in this little tube just here, okay? So when you line this up, as I did just now, line them in the grooves like so. That'll come across. Hold it on the middle, spin it round, and just check that you've engaged it in that tube correctly. That is important, folks, okay? So I can lay that down now and get the first plate. And these will go in with AP screws, okay? So we'll drop them in place. Grab that. We'll put a little teensy-wincy bit of oil on, just like so. Line me screw back up. And we'll start putting them on. So I just want to grab that, rest that over there, and then start popping a screw in. I'm going to go down the bottom there. Put that one in first. Like that. And then we can come back then and grab the next one. Just like so. And that will give us the beginnings of this little latching mechanism, folks. Quite interesting to see how this is all going together now and how this little mechanism works. I find it quite fascinating when I do these, how they would have engineered this model to do as near as they possibly could what the one in the movie does. And I like that. I like the fact that they've given it a lot of thought. And, yeah, just makes the model come alive, doesn't it, with things like that that actually function. For me, it does anyway. Right, we should find that that holds into place now. So we can do the same with this bottom one, folks. So let's just spin that round like so. And then grab a screw. And we'll put that in place. Just like so. Like that. There you go. And this is the last screw on this section today. Let's lock that in there. Little bits of oil. And then we can just rest that on my knuckle and put that in place. Like that. So that's what you're going to end up with. You've got this latching mechanism, as you can see, that is going to work like so. So when you open the leg, you'll push a little button and that'll activate this. It'll spring this out and then let the rest of the leg unhinge. So there you go, folks. That's what we've got. Next stage of the upper 5 for your RoboCop, folks. Really is that simple. So, if you would like to grab one of these yourself, folks, and build along with me and do this beautiful, beautiful, beautiful model, head over to this link here. That will take you to the Fanhome website. Take out a subscription. You will not be disappointed in this, folks. So until then, stay safe and well. Remember, click the little festa in the corner there and subscribe to my channel and ring the bell. That will let you know when the new episodes of all of these get uploaded to YouTube, and it really helps me grow my channel, folks, and I really do appreciate it. So until the next video, thank you so much for coming in and keeping me company. Bye-bye for now.